A new chapter for Jana Duggar, welcoming her first child, with Stephen by her side and the family's heart full of joy. Jana Duggar, long known as the quietly steadfast daughter of the Duggar family, has just stepped into a new and profoundly beautiful chapter of her life. This morning, in a modest, private hospital in Arkansas, she gave birth to her first child, a healthy baby boy. Her husband, Stephen Wissmann, was by her side the entire time, offering quiet strength, gentle encouragement, and unwavering support. The couple, who have kept much of their relationship and personal milestones away from the spotlight, welcomed their son just before 9 a.m. under the care of a trusted medical team. Both mother and baby are doing well, and the atmosphere around the family is filled with gratitude, reverence, and a quiet kind of happiness that only new life can bring. Though the Duggar family has long been a subject of public attention, through television, social media, and often sensational headlines, this moment, by all accounts, is deeply personal. It is not about public image or storytelling for cameras. It is about a woman who chose her timing, a couple who built their relationship away from noise, and a family now united in the gentle awe of holding a newborn. The baby boy, whose name has not yet been released, weighed approximately 7 pounds and 9 ounces and was born through a natural delivery. Jana, now 35 years old, reportedly remained calm, focused, and peaceful throughout the experience. Medical staff described her as resilient and composed, with one nurse saying she brought him into the world with grace. Stephen, a pilot and musician from Nebraska, has become a quiet but consistent presence in Jana's life since their courtship began. The couple married in August 2024 in a small ceremony attended only by close friends and family. Since then, they have embraced a low-profile, grounded lifestyle, focused on faith, home, and building a life together. Their journey to parenthood has not been broadcast online or followed by media outlets. Instead, it has unfolded through handwritten notes, morning devotionals, and shared dreams whispered in quiet corners. Today's birth is the fruit of that life, not a public event, but a private joy. Inside the hospital room, as sunlight filtered through the blinds and softened the walls with warmth, Jana delivered her baby in an environment marked by serenity. There were no cameras, no teams of reporters, no statements crafted for press release. There was only the sound of steady breathing, a whispered prayer, and eventually, the first cry of a newborn who had just arrived into the world. Stephen was reportedly holding her hand when their son was placed on her chest. He kissed her forehead, and she whispered, "Hello, little one," before closing her eyes in quiet relief. Moments later, both sets of grandparents entered the room, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, and the Wissmanns, each carrying emotions they could hardly put into words. This baby marks the continuation of a new generation within the Duggar lineage, but for Jana specifically, it marks a turning point that feels especially significant. For years, she was seen as the caretaker among her many siblings, the one who stayed, supported, helped raise, and managed. Fans speculated endlessly about her singleness, questioning whether it was choice, expectation, or circumstance that shaped her journey. But through it all, Jana remained rooted in her own rhythm. She never chased fame, never rushed into marriage, and never tried to answer public curiosity with performances. She waited, and today, that waiting has found its reward in the tiny fingers of a son she now holds close. The Duggar family has responded to the news with quiet celebration. Though no official public announcement has been made, close family members have begun arriving to the hospital one by one. Jessa, who is herself expecting, was seen entering the hospital with her husband Ben in the afternoon. Joy Anna and Austin reportedly sent a personal video message. Jill and Jinger, who now live out of state, have contacted the couple privately with messages of congratulations. Jim Bob and Michelle are said to be deeply moved and thankful, describing their daughter's strength in childbirth as a gift from God. For many years, the narrative surrounding the Duggar daughters was shaped by expectations that they would marry early, have large families, and follow in the traditional path modeled by their parents. Jana's decision to take a different course, to wait until her mid-30s, to choose love on her own terms, and to build a life away from television cameras, challenged that pattern. And now, as she cradles her newborn, that decision feels all the more meaningful. She did not arrive at motherhood through pressure or conformity. She arrived through trust, in herself, in her faith, and in the belief that her story would unfold in its own time. Stephen, whose relationship with Jana has remained largely private, has been described by friends as thoughtful, calm, and deeply respectful. "He's the kind of man who listens more than he speaks," one friend noted. "He's not interested in fame or the spotlight. He just wants to take care of his family and be the man God called him to be." Throughout the pregnancy, Stephen was present at every appointment, made every late-night run for cravings or vitamins, and often played soft music at home to calm Jana during restless evenings. Those close to the couple say that the bond between them has only deepened through the experience of preparing for their child. Though no photographs have yet been released, and the couple is not expected to post any on social media soon, insiders confirm that the baby has a full head of dark hair, his father's nose, and his mother's calm eyes. The couple plans to spend the next few weeks in seclusion, resting, recovering, and adjusting to their new life as parents. They will not be participating in any interviews and have asked for privacy during this sacred transition. Friends and extended family have been respectful of that request, with one member stating, "They've waited a long time for this. They deserve this space to simply be." In the broader context of the Duggar family's public story, this birth feels both familiar and distinctly new. While many Duggar siblings have welcomed children in more visible ways, through YouTube channels, Instagram announcements, or TLC specials, Jana's approach is refreshingly understated. There is no brand deal, no nursery reveal, no orchestrated launch. There is only a child, born into love, and that, perhaps, is the quiet revolution of her story. The family has shared that a small dedication ceremony will be held in a few weeks at their local church. It will be private, with only close friends and family in attendance. The ceremony will be rooted in gratitude, led by a pastor the couple holds dear, and focused not on spectacle, but on intention, to begin this child's life with prayer, purpose, and peace. Jana has chosen not to return to the public eye immediately. She and Stephen are planning to continue life, as they always have, quietly, faithfully, and away from unnecessary attention. Their focus, for now, is simply their son. And so, as the world spins on, with its noise, its headlines, its hunger for the next big thing, there is a quiet hospital room in Arkansas where something far more enduring is taking place. A woman, long known for her loyalty to others, has become a mother. A man, steady and unassuming, has become a father. And a baby, soft and new, has entered a world already made warm by their love. No cameras caught the moment, no networks aired it, but for those who know, for those who care, it is one of the most beautiful Duggar stories ever told, not because it was broadcast, but because it was real. Underscore 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 underscore